All right guys, so this is a very exciting day for me. You guys know, if you follow the channel, that I had talked about the Series 2 being released over a year ago, and I finally got my hands on them now. So we are going to be showing you guys all the Series 2 guns, but in this video we are going to start out with the LS. This is their base coat gun, and this is not the old gun. This is a whole new gun, new and improved, with all the problems fixed. And I know personally, because I was one of the first people to get the original gun over 14 years ago. That's when that first Iwata came out, and that gun is the one that changed the game. So to me, when Iwata released their guns, everybody had to have them, and there was nothing out there spraying like they did back then, because they put down a flat, thin coat of clear. And I was coming from SATA, so when these were released, it was a game changer for me. And I know there's a lot of guys that like the SATAs. You guys know we bought one years ago. We've tried it out. I gave that one away, and I'm a fan of all guns, but if I had to say, to me, Iwata is top tier. So this one here is the LS, and this one is designed for the base coat in solvent as well as waterborne. So this is the new and improved Series 2 gun. And I tell you what, look at the chrome plating on this thing. It's almost got a little bit of a black to it. But I had the original one, and the only gun that I ever did get tattooed on me was the original Iwata WS clear gun. So that gun, as I was telling you, changed the game for me, as well as every painter that purchased it. I pretty much can say, I bet you they loved that gun when they bought it. So we are going to be trying out this one here today. This is their base gun, and we do have the WS base and we do have the WS clear. So I didn't want to show you guys all those guns, because they all, to me, deserve their own video, being the quality of these guns, so I can get into more of what these guns are going to actually do, rather than just pile them all in one video. So I wanted to start out with this one here. This is the LS Series 2. It's got the green. That's how you'll identify it for the solvent, as well as the first generation waterborne. So if you're spraying the wet on wet, you're going to want to go ahead and go with the WS gun for the base coat, and that has the blue cap on it. So this one here, they fixed all the problems that they had. The old caps, I have my original gun, and these would fall off because they had little O-rings on them that would go bad. So everything is dialed in. It's new and improved, and we're going to go ahead and shoot one in the booth with you guys today on a 3-stage Pearl from BMW. And let's try this baby out and see what this thing can do. All right, so this here is the job that we're going to be doing. This is a BMW SUV. We put a center pillar in this one. We're putting 2 new doors on it. We're blending the fender as well as the quarter panel. So this is a nice job to go ahead and try out this gun with, because a lot of times you'll get a lot of blotch when you're doing the pearls, and we want to try these guns out and put it to the full test. That way we could really give our full review on them. So I'm pretty much positive that these guns are going to spray phenomenal, because I've been working with Iwatas for over, like I said, 15 years now. So let's go ahead. We're going to get this thing shot. We'll seal it, and then we'll get into the base coat of it. And I've already cleaned this job. That way we could get right into using this gun and seeing how great it really works. All right, so we went ahead. We got it ready to roll here. This gun does come with an aluminum cup. We're not going to be using that, but to you guys at the house that don't use the PPS, this is a high quality cup. It's going to last you, and it's going to hold up. So that we're going to save if maybe later I'm doing something at the house and I don't want to use PPS. But with this here gun, these guns are designed to spray wide open. So go ahead and open them up. They're locked closed when you get them. Go ahead, turn your fan all the way out, and then take your fluid knob and turn it all the way out. Open it up, and then let that thing come all the way out till it's open, and then turn it till this is just touching this. You'll feel it get some tension on it. So that's the way these guns are designed to spray. The atomization of them, they base it off of the distance from the panel. Years ago, a lot of guys were playing and adjusting your guns. I would spray my gun wide open fluid, wide open fan 14 years ago, but you have to move your gun into the panel. Even though the older one has some of a split in the middle, when you got in close, that split was gone. So these guns were supposed to be designed to not have that as much. But I never wanted to touch this, because then you defeated the purpose of the true atomization of this gun, and it became more like everyday gun to me. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna have this thing wide open, we're gonna get in the booth, and we're gonna shoot it. All right, so far you guys see how big that fan pattern is. There is no small area in the middle that doesn't have paint. You guys see it's full all the way through with that. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing like the Iwata atomization. It puts down such a light mist, and it's so fine that it's almost like it showers it on with real small pellets. And this is a 1.3 in this here gun. This is a 1.3 HVLP, whereas the other ones are compliant. So this one here really puts it down beautiful. We just put down one coat of base. I'm gonna put one more on, and then we're gonna go in there and we're gonna apply our pearl, and that's the coat that we're worried about. The white doesn't matter, as long as you get coverage, you're good. And then you have to lay out your metallics and your pearls, which matter the most. So once we get back in it with the 3-stage, we're gonna go ahead and lay that down. We're gonna put it on. We're spraying this at about 20 PSI is what the recommended PSI is for this gun. We're probably gonna drop it down. To me, that's a little bit too much for my control coat, and I'll probably hit it down to about 15 for that. So let's go ahead, let this set up, and then we'll be back in there for the mid coat. All right, so far we've got one coat of the pearl on, and check out how nice and consistent and smooth the base coat looks. This 1.3 puts it down nicely, and it also puts down a nice amount of material. This color here is only gonna need one coat of the pearl and then a control coat just to even things out. So I told you guys before how much I like the Iwata guns because the way that it missed the paint on. We're gonna go ahead and control this coat, and I'm gonna kick it down to about 15 for the control coat, just so it's putting out less material, but I'm still gonna leave my fluid wide open and my fan wide open. I'm just gonna cut back on the material and put down a little lighter of a coat by not pulling the trigger in all the way. And then what we'll do is we'll clear it, and I'm gonna turn all the panels to the light so that we could check out and see how uniform the pearl coat is. All right, so that long wait was definitely worth it, because I'll tell you what, this thing lays down the base coat phenomenal. I cannot wait to try out the clear gun with you guys on another video, as well as the WS base coat, because that is for the one coat application. We do know that PPG is working on something about putting down a 1.5 coat coverage, and then some of the other lines like Glazeret and stuff like that are using that as well. So we are going to be doing videos on that gun as well as the clear gun, and I'm really looking forward to it. So this is the LS400. This is what you'll need for the base coat, or if you're doing the original waterborne and more like the PPG application where you put a coat on, you let it dry, you put another coat on, you let it dry, and then you do control coat. This would be the one you want to pick up. So make sure you get the one with the green on it. That's how you'll know the difference between the base gun and the clear gun. This is green, the WS is blue for the wet on wet, and then the silver one is for the clear coat. So I hope you guys liked it. I know I sure did enjoy it after that 1 year wait, finally getting my hands on it. And you guys see here, we're repping the old Team Iwata now. We got the old spray suit, as well as some other merch that I'll be showing you guys in some of the other videos. So I hope you guys liked it, and we'll see you guys on the next one.